And an investigation now underway after a Frontier Airlines plane struck and killed a pedestrian at the Denver airport on Friday. Authorities say the victim jumped a fence and was walking across a runway as that plane was taking off.
Oh my God,
and Richie from command, sorry about the delay. Runway 17035 right is closed. I do have limbs on the runway. I believe the aircraft struck an individual.
Okay, so we have a plane into an individual? That's what I got?
Yeah, I've got what appears to be a deceased person on the runway.
Matthew Whiz Buckley is a retired Navy Top Gun fighter pilot and chairman of the No Fallen Heroes Foundation. Perfect guy to talk to about this. Matthew, good morning to you.
Good morning, Bill. Thanks for having me.
So for those who don't know, Denver International Airport is basically out in the middle of nowhere, out in the middle of these planes. So this guy, whoever he was, he would have had to walk out there, jump a fence, get onto the runway. It would have taken a lot of effort to place himself in front of that plane, right?
Bill, you nailed it. Middle of nowhere. This isn't Midway. This isn't an airport in the middle of a city in downtown Chicago. So this person, I don't know if it was a mental episode or a death wish, suicide by airplane. This was a concerted effort to get onto an active runway and to walk in front. You can see an airliner taking off. You can't miss it. So it's absolute horror, but it's either a mental episode or it was on purpose.
And there have been reports that about a dozen people were injured during the evacuation process for this plane. I guess the plane filled up with smoke. They put out the slides and people got hurt. And there was video of people trying to get off the plane with their carry-on luggage. Your thoughts on that?
Bill, let me warn my fellow Americans. If I'm on an airliner, there's smoke or flames, and they order an evacuation, and you're in front of me getting your overhead, you're not going to be in front of me long. Folks, it should, I don't know where Secretary Defrey is or the FAA or even the airline should be looking at every frame in these videos, and those people should never be allowed to fly again. You can buy a new pair of underwear, folks. You cannot buy another life. Get off the airplane. It's an absolute disgrace, Bill. And technically, it's a federal offense. You have to follow the instructions of the flight crew. And that when they tell you to leave that stuff behind, they're not speaking because they like to hear themselves talk. Get off the airplane.
Every week it seems like there's some sort of a headline with an airplane or an airline happening. Last week we saw that wild video of a United Airlines plane trying to land in Newark where it clips this light pole over the freeway. Got about 30 seconds left here, Matthew. Give us your thoughts on that wild video, that plane coming so close. Mm-hmm. I mean, crazy video there, hitting the car and hitting the light pole as it's landing at the airport.
Bill, broad daylight, not bad weather, entirely too low. The captain should have executed a go-around if he or she wasn't flying or taking control of the airplane if the first officer was. Absolutely unacceptable. On the left side of the runway, there are red lights. As pilots, if they're all red, you're dead. That means you're incredibly below glide slope. I don't think they knew they hit anything until they got back to the gate. Absolutely unacceptable, and these two shouldn't be flying an airliner. Unless there was a last-second emergency, but it doesn't sound like that since they don't even know that they hit something. Completely unacceptable, Bill, and this crew should be held to account.
Yeah, and very, very lucky that nobody was hurt or killed in that incident. Matthew Whiz Buckley, great to see you. Thanks for your thoughts this morning.
Good seeing you, Bill.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.